Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we have an updated premium review on the T-26 No.531. Now originally I was just going to leave this tank to just sit there because I knew it had a change, but I didn't know what, and thought, I'm not going to revisit it, it's not really worth doing. And then I get a comment from I can't remember who made the comment, but if you know who you are, please do leave it in the comments below. And he asked me to re-review it because it's had a new turret and it's had a roof-mount machine gun. And to be honest, the update, the review was quite old anyway. So I thought, well, it's got a new turret. That means a new armor layout. So maybe it's had a nerf, and it technically has, but I'll go over that in a moment. So in the description below, there's a few timestamps. Obviously, the hangar section overview where we're going to talk about the vehicle, its armor, armament, etc. And then, of course, you can skip straight ahead to the gameplay if you so wish. Obviously, premium reviews do not have a spade table or a premium table, if that's even a thing. But yeah, I don't have those stats on hand. But generally, premium reviews have more... Well, premium reviews are only for a basis. They don't show the true how my games went. They're just a rough idea of how the vehicle can do. But anyway, let's get into the hangar section overview and let's talk about this vehicle. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the hull, because that has literally not changed. The hull armor is exactly what it used to be, 15mm and still flatter than a witch's tit in most spots. It's definitely not great in terms of its armor for the hull, nor the turret, but we'll go over the turret in a minute because that has a change. Now, one important thing to note, which does occur in the gameplay, this 6mm of rear armor can be hit through by artillery. I actually lose my commander/loader, which operates the machine gun up there, to that near the end of the gameplay. So just bear that in mind if you are going to be doing what I was doing and trying to get opponents to shoot the engine block area, so that way it can obviously do that. But like I say, let's go on to the turret and let's talk about that. So the turret is actually the 1933 turret, or it's the 35. I don't remember which. And it has obviously affected the armor overall. So the turret is a bit fatter, and there's less spots where the gun mantlet can overlap. So it has had a nerf to its turret armor, which can be, you know, it can be noticed. But to be honest, if you're getting hit in this thing, you're probably going to die anyway, because this thing isn't known for its armor. Obviously, the gun mantlet thickness hasn't changed, it's just the turret itself has changed a little bit. The roof armor also hasn't changed, but there is an extra little weak spot for low caliber HE to potentially shrapnel down into the tank and obviously kill it. So just bear that in mind, but obviously they're probably going to shoot the gun, the machine gun on the roof anyway, but still. And like I said, the rear and the side of the turret hasn't changed a bit, so just bear that in mind. One thing important to note, though, is this roof machine gun. Now, you'll see me learn this in the gameplay. This does not have a fixed, coverage like most roof machine guns. This is on a swivel mount. So what I mean by that is the cupola that it's attached to actually rotates around the tank full 360, and it's a lot faster than the turret traverse. And I mean a lot faster. You'll see it come up as we take out a gladiator in the gameplay. But yeah, having this roof machine gun, and it has pretty good elevation as well, definitely adds to the survivability against planes. Obviously, it's not going to be like an anti-aircraft machine gun where it can point like 90 degrees up. It can't do that. It can only do about 40, I would say. But having it on a swivel mount means if you've got a light vehicle that's running around you that's able to be killed by this machine gun, like a truck or something, you can respond a lot quicker with this than you can the main gun. Obviously, the main gun has not changed. This is pretty standard. 70mm penetration at 10 meters. You're not going to be engaging at 10 meters. Your approximate penetration is going to be about 60mm most of the time. More than enough. And like I say, it's APHE. So, yeah. Very solid all around in terms of that. So, one thing to note as well. It is a little bit lighter, as far as I know, than a Russian T-26. As you can see there, 9.8 tons for the 1939. And obviously this one is a 1933/1935 turret. So it's actually 0.3 of a ton lighter. Now, that doesn't help the engine one bit. This thing is still slow as balls, but it's still something to consider. So just bear it in mind, you are a little bit lighter than a standard T-26, but the 0.3 of a ton difference isn't really noticeable. Your top speed's still dreadful for the tier, and your reverse speed is even more dreadful, so bear that in mind. Otherwise, though, I do think it's worth picking up as a little fun box, well, I would say shit box, but it's not a shit tank. It's just in a meta where speed is more important. But honestly, this is not a bad tank. If you've got some spare G left over after a sale, this thing goes down to just 125 G. So pick it up, like genuinely. It will do you a lot of good. Obviously, it is only a rank 1 tank. It doesn't pay a lot, but you know, that's not why you're buying it with the remaining G you might have. It's a little fun box, and it can definitely do a lot, but obviously, with the roof-mounted machine gun, you actually get it on the Tech Tree T-26 as well, so you can actually have 2 swivel mount MGs, which can be used in a pseudo anti-aircraft role. So it's definitely something to consider. But obviously, you may notice a difference in like cruise, or like the turret traverse and the reload rate. That's just because of cruise skills. But otherwise, these are the exact same tank. But anyway, I'm going to hand you over to the gameplay now. It's just me in this gameplay, and well, we actually do a lot better than I thought we was going to do in this tank. And obviously, you get to see the ability of the swivel mount later in the gameplay. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it, and I'll see you later. Well, judging by all the M8 armoured cars, I don't think we're going to get there in time for the extra SP. Probably not going to need it, but it's nice to have it anyway. Are we going to make it? Hey, we actually made it. Makes a change, because this thing normally is slow as balls. I will say, not a lot has changed about this tank, but well, I was asked to re-review it by someone, and like I say, not a lot has changed, but like it's enough to like warrant it, because it's a completely new turret, completely different armor layout on the turret. So yeah, I'm not doing this because I can. I'm doing this because, one, I was asked to, and two, enough has changed about it to warrant a review. Plus, if I remember right, it's actually a little bit lighter than the previous T-26 as well. I'd have to compare it. Something up here I've just seen. Come on, up we go. Nearly there. I can hear something danger close. Oh no, Panzer II. That was lucky. I'm not going to claim skill. That was luck. There's definitely something in front of me on my right. Okay, let's... Stridswagen, okay. Let's get a move on. We are very vulnerable whilst we climb this hill, though. So I don't think I want to, but I think I've got no choice. We are very vulnerable whilst we do this, so we've got to be careful. I think he knows I'm here. So let's reverse. With our 2 miles an hour and or less reverse speed and move. Because we're really exposed from the left hand side now. Let's move. We're just going to have to keep an eye on him. And just hope he doesn't come for us. But just in case, I'm going to park here. Yeah, he's shooting. Okay, let's go. I can hear him. Pre-aim the gun upwards, because we have good gun elevation. Hey, buddy! You may have had the high ground, Anakin, but the high ground doesn't save you from a 45mm armor piercing round. Oh, hang on, there's one. Nice. I've been learning the binos trick again. It's been a while. There we go. It's good to shake off the rust is all I'll say. Okay, where'd that Stridsvagen just go? There he is. Unlucky. Unlucky. There's a Panzer. Oh, that's definitely enemy. Just above me to my right. I'm going to give him my engine block. I'd rather lose the engine. It sounds like... does anyone remember the SDKFZ 140? The starter pack premium tank? I know, mate. I'm going. It sounds like one of them. I don't know if he's been hit or not. Okay. I can hear something Russian as well, Swedish as well.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Move after me.
Let's wait here a minute. Again, our rear is exposed, so we've got to be considerate of that. But they may not know I'm here, which I'm hoping is the case. My gun depression is absolute ass, so I can't get the gun down. Yeah, there's a M38 and what appears to be an M4, a 140 SDKFZ. Yeah, it is. Okay. So once our arty reloads, we can deal with that. Again, I'm going to put the engine block to him. I'd rather lose that. Nice. He's down. I'm really hoping the team goes for the A point. And I'm hoping someone can get a disabling shot onto that Stridsvagen. That's an ace, but it may not be for much longer. I think we have to push. Hold on. Let's push now. Let the teammate in the Chinese 222 know. I know, mate. I know. I know. I know. Don't worry. Here he is. Got the gunner. I think I might let the 222 have this one. There you go, mate. See, you gotta help your teammates. Okay, we're capping the A point now, so I'm gonna head towards B. But again, I'm gonna let the 222 have it, because obviously he needs the points. Okay, he's got it. I'll let you have it, mate. There are a couple of planes, but I'm not sure if they're friendly or not. That is not friendly. Hold on. Teammates down. Load out, we need to move. He's on B. Okay, rear armor and engine block towards the Panzer. This is quite anticlimactic. He doesn't know I'm here. There we go. Plane. This gun has insane traverse. Like that swivel mount is really nice. That's a really nice swivel mount, and that's a kill. I didn't know it swiveled like that. I've only just learnt that now. I hear a Stuka. Okay, are we clear here? Yes. So let's head down and support the team on this flank. Yeah, like I say, I didn't know this had a swivel mount on the 762 on the top. That was lucky. That's not how to fly a Stuka, buddy. Terrain, pull up, screams to mind, but sure. Don't alert him. Don't alert him, T-26 Right, speed up the game. I'm going to go and cap that point. Plus it's bonus SL, I guess. Not that this thing produces a large amount. Yeah, like I say, I like that it's a swivel mount. That's really nice. Very useful and very good to know. Where is he? I can hear him. That's artillery fire. Chihar better be careful. But to be fair, I should be. Assert dominance. Okay, I'm gonna drop some arty there. Okay, teammate, get off the cap. Go, 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 go. You go first. Stuka incoming. Stuka's down. We've just lost a crew member. Did that damage my tank? Like, did the artillery go through my tank? Ah, teammate's down. Okay. Teammate, there is a enemy tank around about there. I caught the view by mistake. Or the gunner view by mistake. Oh, he's there. I see him. Too slow, son. Nice one, B11. This team's working really well. We've done really well. I'm going to position up here and cover this approach angle. I'll use the Dragon's Teeth as cover. So yeah, same as with every other tank. When you lose your commander, you lose your machine gun, but that's fine. And that is game. 9 kills, 2 caps, 1 assist. Thank you. Teammate shot me at the end there, but well, it's not the days of team killing in tank RB, let's put it that way. Yeah, like I say, I did not know that was a swivel mount 762, but yeah, whilst this isn't exactly the best premium, it can definitely do some work, but you do need to know a lot, not only about the tank, but also the enemy tanks you're facing. But yeah, if you can get it on sale at like 125G, just chuck it in your basket at the end of the day. It can definitely do quite a bit, as you can see, and the APHE is still solid. And the armor, which, well, it won't stop artillery or much of anything. You're not really using this thing for its armor. You're using it for the gun. So, yeah. I do think there could be better premiums that could be added to replace this tank. But overall, not a bad tank at all.